APC continuity, inshallah, will continue in 2019 again.
We'll address you and address Nigerians on. Ladies and gentlemen, you are aware of what happened here in the National Assembly a few days ago when this institution was shut down by men and I guess perhaps women of the DSS. Since then, there have been several, should I call them spins, stories, whether it was orchestrated or whether the party had anything to do with it or whether our president had anything to do with it. Stories have been flying left, right, and center. As a caucus, we deliberated this and the facts that were before us. It is unfortunate that today, which is what we would have loved, for our PDP colleagues in the House to be here with us. Reason being, no one, not a single member here, would accept the rape on democracy that we witnessed a few days ago. We remember vividly in 2015 or 2014, when the same thing, or perhaps even worse, happened in the National Assembly. Our PDP members stood with us, and today we would have wished that they were here for us to stand with them shoulder to shoulder. Unfortunately, it appears that this thing has been given the partisan coloration, and that is where we depart. There are certain facts that are undisputable and unassailable. One, that the DSS came into the National Assembly and shut this place down. That's a fact. Two, that there were allegations that APC senators were inside the chambers ostensibly to impeach the Senate president. That's a fact. That's an allegation. Three, that the APC members only were allowed to come into NASS. That was an allegation. And fact, that the DG of the DSS was summarily fired by the presidency. Those are facts. And I think what these facts point to is that we all stand together to defend our democracy. Nobody here would accept what happened a few days ago. But we want to appeal to everybody, particularly to our PDP colleagues, that they should not use this as an opportunity to malign the party or the president. The president, we know for a fact, was not aware of what happened, was not involved, and the moment he heard, he took the right decisions. So we will be calling for a thorough investigation. There are many questions unanswered. Many questions. And many have raised those questions. How come the APC senators were not there? How come? There are just so many questions that need to be answered. And for that reason, I believe that we should tarry a while and allow the investigations to be concluded so that we know exactly what happened. We know exactly what happened and who did what, who knew what, and when did they know it. I believe that's the most important issue that we needed to address now. And I believe the Deputy Speaker will also address another issue which we think members of the public should be aware of. Yes.
Thank both chambers, both the House of Representatives and the Senate. And thank God today we are still enjoying that position. And one of the reasons why you see us this afternoon is to tell the public all over again that APC in the House of Representatives still in the majority, and as a caucus we are one, and we are with our president, and that is President Muhammadu Buhari, and we are even with him with the decision and the actions both the president and the acting president have taken the last few days. I want to enjoin the public, like he said, to still see APC as the party of choice, because in the last 3 years we have done our utmost best to find a way of trying to right the wrongs of the past administration. And so we are here today to let the public know that APC as a caucus, we condemned what happened some few days back, and that we also commend the government for the action taken on the Director General of the DSS. Thank you very much. I, standing in front of you this evening, are members of APC. Nobody can represent us and represent Buhari more than us. All of us are for Buhari. I as an individual started campaigning for Buhari even before we marched, as far back as January 2014, before we marched together. So as of today, the party in principle has agreed that Buhari is going to be our candidate in 2000. I said in principle, because when the date of the primary is now finally announced, we're just going to go there to approve Buhari as a consensus candidate. Yes. So if I'm a member of APC and Buhari is my candidate, how do you now say a group can represent me more than that in that system? So we are all for Buhari, and every member of APC in the National Assembly is for Buhari, and we are all for Buhari's support group. Whatever that is happening within the House of Representatives can only be represented by the APC caucus of the House. Yes. What we know is that in a system that is well fortified the way we are fortified in terms of majority, in terms of the caliber of people that are members of APC and members of the House of Representatives, no other group can represent us better. So what we know in the House of Representatives is the All Progressive Congress caucus of the House. And so no group is that, no other group can represent our objectives than what we have come here to do this. Our recess is lawful because this is the time we normally go on long vacation. So that shows that it is not that we ran away from our duties. And it is also important to know that when a budget is made, it's not cast in iron. You either have virements or supplementary budget proposed by the executive. So the executive has proposed a virement of which INEC has taken a front burner. And so we met yesterday, some leaders of the National Assembly met yesterday with the INEC chairman. And we have decided, and you are going to hear from us, we are likely to reconvene either Tuesday or Wednesday to specifically consider that request. That's all.